Hey, what is going on, guys? I am Memo360 bringing you a Boros deck tech. And sorry, I was just lying down and accidentally pressed the button beforehand, but it's okay. And as you guys can see, this is a Boros deck tech, red white, and it's pretty good. It's mainly built of red, so you'll see a lot of red cards and red spells. So let's get started. So first off, this is what we always do. First off, we run 23 lands, and 12 of them are mountains, 7 of them are plains, so 19 in total right now, plus 4 more cliff-top retreats. So cliff-top retreat is, it comes into the battlefield tap, unless you control a mountain or a plain. Sorry about the little glare, I'll try to let you read that. I hate the lighting in my room, but so yeah, if you have either of these little guys, then it comes in untapped, so it's basically a really good land. It's really efficient, I should say. And that's why I like it. I'll give you a zoom in on that. I'm using my newer camera right now, so I'm still getting used to it. And so yeah, 23 lands, really basic mana stuff, I guess you could say. But it's not too hard. So 23 lands, and then next to our creatures, so we have let's do a quick count. So 4, 6, 10. 12, 14, sorry, 14, 18, 20, 21. So we run 21 creatures. Sorry about that. I just forgot to count that before I started recording. So our first creature is Champion of the Parish. So if I can get that glare out of the way. So Champion of the Parish is a 1-cost, 1/1. Whenever another human creature you control enters the battlefield, you may put a +1/+1 counter on it. And actually, not you may. It just says put a +1/+1 counter. So this can really get big, she said. But I like it because every single card in this deck is a human, other than, well, every single creature other than Hellrider, because he's awesome and he deserves to be in this deck. But I like him, and it's personal preference always. So whatever you like, you can run. Oh God, I'm really sorry about this glare, guys. It's horrible. I need to find another way to record these. But yeah, so for Champion of the Parish, next card is Lightning Mauler. So zoom into that. Lightning Mauler is a 2-cost, 2/1 with haste, well, Soul Bond haste basically. And if you guys don't know what Soul Bond is, let me just bring it up. You may pair this creature with another unpaired creature. When either of them enter the battlefield, they remain paired for as long as you control both of them. So basically, say you play this card turn this card turn 1, and this card turn 2, and you made them little buddies. Then this would have haste, and then this will also get pumped up, obviously. So that's what it is. Basically, sharing abilities with another creature, and if this creature dies, then she can still give other creatures haste, basically. So I like it a lot. So 2 of in the deck. Next is actually, this is a better way. I should just pull them up. So Ash Zealot, 2-cost, 2 red, 2/2, first strike haste, and that's the main reason I like it. But because I have no flashback cards, and this is second ability actually. So whenever a player casts a spell from a graveyard, Ash Zealot deals 3 damage to that player. So because I don't run any flashback, I don't really care about that. Actually, it's better for me unless if my opponent's playing Burning Vengeance or something of the sorts. But I run 4 of them in the deck because this is my ideal turn to play instead of playing that. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's what I like playing usually on turn 2. Good attacker, getting in with some damage, because that's what red's about. Okay. Next card is, Rakdos Shredfreak. So 2-cost, I'm not sure what that's called, 2 half red, half black ones, but basically it just costs 2 mountains in this deck. It's a 2/1 with haste, so vanilla, basically vanilla cream pie, but with some added touch. Not really, but I just like it because it is a creature I can get in with some damage with on turn 2. Just like the card Ash Zealot, because it is basically 2-cost, 2/1, 2 haste. Doesn't really matter. That's why I like that. So 4 of that for Rakdos Shredfreak. Now, next card is now to our 3 mana spells, and it is Silverblade Paladin. So we run 4 of them in the deck. So this is the Soul Bond Double Strike. So if you don't, you could just read Soul Bond. I'm not gonna read it out loud now. I'm getting better with this camera now. My hand is not shaking as much. But yeah, so as long as Silverblade Paladin is paired with another creature, both creatures have Double Strike. So Double Strike is really good because, first off, you deal first strike damage. So I'll give you a small example, maybe. So say you have these 2 cards, right? You have Silverblade Paladin, and say it's paired up with this, and say this is paired up with that, and say these cards are already tapped for some oblivious reason, and now they attack. So this blocks. Then this would die actually. You guys probably know this, but some new players might not, and that's helpful to teach people. But so this would die. But if this even if I'm not sure what it's called, whatever. But you know, it's like it deals first strike damage, and then it deals an extra normal damage basically. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not very good at speaking sometimes, such as today. You guys probably know that. It's one of my weaknesses. But for Silverblade Paladin, and our last card, well, not our last card, our last creature is 3 Hellrider. So Hellrider costs 2 generic and 2 red. It's a creature, devil. It's a 3/3 with haste, and whenever a creature you control attacks, Hellrider deals 1 damage to target defending player. Sorry, it's not target, it's 1 to the defending player. So this is really good because I do have a lot of dinky humans, and whenever they attack, they automatically deal 1 damage because the creature's attacking. So you get in like about maybe like if you attack with like 5 creatures, then you deal 5 extra damage. So 5, if you guys don't know, if you guys didn't do the math already, 5 could possibly be the 1/4 of the life total, unless they're playing not mana ramp, life gain. But I really like Hellrider. It just chops down their life total. And if you run an aggro deck, you should really consider running this card. And I run 3, not 4, because it is double red. And you might argue that, hey, Memo, Ash Zealot is double red as well. But because it does have 2 generics, so you have a little more room to you have to like. I'm losing this conversation. It's just that I run 3, okay, guys? Don't complain. Sorry. I've tested this deck a long time now, maybe like 3 days, just saying. But in all those 3 days I've been testing it, it works out to run 3, not 2, not 4, but 3. So hey, whatever. So that's our creatures. So I'll give you another look at them. Chamber of the Parish, Lightning Mauler, Ashilot, Shred Freak Guy, Haste, and blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's it for that, guys. And now up to our. Sorry, 1 second. My hand is aching. Okay, now next is our instant sorceries, and our first one is Pillar of Flame. So Pillar of Flame is a 1 cost, 1 mountain. Just 1 minute, and it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. If a creature died this. Sorry, if a creature dealt damage that way, would die this turn, exile instead. So, undying triggers don't happen. So, Jarrell's Messenger does not come back, does not deal 2 damage, and does not get a counter because it's not in the game anymore. And, also Goblin Arsonist, when it doesn't die, so-called die, it gets exiled, so remove the game. So, you have to remember that, just in case. Sometimes that 1 damage can make a difference. But, 4 pairs of that. Or 4 copies. Give me a second. Excuse me. I was a little sick actually over the week. So yeah. Now 2 Bonfire of the Dams. I was actually surprised I can get this, but I traded some cards, some of the Shocklands, and I got them. So Bonfire of the Dam cost 1 and 1x and 2x. So X basically means X and X means you have to pay equal amounts in both. So you have to, if you had 5 mana, you would pay 2 in one X and 2 in the other, and 1. So that would give you the spell would do Bonfire of the Dam deals 2, which is X damage to target player, and 2 damage to each creature he or she controls. But the miracle cost, so miracle is you may cast this card for its miracle cost when you draw it. If it's the first card you drew this turn, so. Miracle is basically you would pay, go back. you would pay 1x instead of 1 double X, which is twice as better. And you deal more damage, so instead of dealing 2 damage, you deal 4 damage to each creature and the player. And also, with the player, you can choose Planeswalker, and a certain Planeswalker is target player, not target players. So, that just remember that. I learned that about, like, a couple months ago in a game that I was playing in. It's very important, because sometimes you have Planeswalkers you're going against, such as Jace, Architect of Thought, and stuff of that sort. So, 2-1 for the Damned. Next card is 4 copies of Searing Spear. So Searing Spear is basically the so normal removal spell, just to take out little things. So Searing Spear costs 2, and Searing Spear deals 3 damage to target creature or player. And sorry, give me a second. And so basically I use this to destroy stuff, as its name would say. And basically, this helps me in the long term, and you can also do it to the face, because it is 3, and 3 is more than 2, where is it? Yeah, 2, Pillar Flame. So that's why I run 4 copies of that. And next card, and second to last card, is Mizio Mortis, so a new card from Return to Ravnica. So it costs 2, and its effect is deal 4 damage to target creature you don't control, so that's pretty good, That's average, actually. I'd use it even if it didn't have Overload. So Overload is, so basically, instead of doing 4 damage to target creature, you do 4 damage to each creature you don't control. So what that means is, if they had a token deck and all their creatures won once, and you paid 6, every single creature with powers 4 or less, or with powers 4 or less currently, would die. And because it says each. And it's basically like Pyroclasm on steroids. And I don't mean steroids in a bad way. I mean just to explain this. And also, if you're playing Two-Headed Giant or Arch Enemy or something of that sorts, you can, actually not you can, but Overload, if you paid the Overload, it would deal to each creature you don't control, which is every creature on the battlefield that you don't control. So, player 1, player 2, and player 3 is creatures as well. So that's why, this is amazing. Amazing card. You should run it in a aggro deck, or not. Depends on what you guys like. And our final card for today is Gather the Townsfolk. Focus. So Gather the Townsfolk costs 2, and it basically gives you 2 1/1 white human creature tokens, and has Faithful Hour. So if you have 5 or less life, you get 5 instead. And if I didn't mention this already, I run 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, and they're a good combo with Champion of the Parish, which is right here, because they are human tokens. Let me just go into that. Human. It says human. Yeah. So that was the deck, guys. 60 cards, just saying, before anybody gets mad. Give you an overlook over it. Don't fall. And so that's the deck. And if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, rate, comment, subscribe. And I got really good feedback on my Fat Pack opening, and actually I got over 1,000 views, and that's my first video to get over 1,000 views, and let alone like 200 views. Actually, I've got 200, but not more than 300. But let's not ramble on. Let's end it here. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you later. Bye, guys.